Hey, it's Rick Quattro here. Hey, I want to look at this problem that was posted on the Adobe forums about a week ago. And basically, the gist of the problem is that when this user edits these troubleshooting topics, they're fine, they're valid in FrameMaker, but when he creates his output using the output template, they're invalid. So let's take a look at what might be causing that. So let's go to FrameMaker, and we're going to create one of these data topics here. So data, and we'll just mimic what he has. File, new, data, and then we want the data topic. And we're going to get an empty one here. And what we'll do is we'll just paste in something we have on the clipboard. So you can see this is where he's authoring, and everything's valid here. This is completely and totally valid. But when he publishes, it becomes invalid. So let's look at the output template here. Now the way we can find this out is if we go to our 17 folder, or 15 if you're using 2019, 16 if you're using 2020, and you want to look for this data fm-output ini file. And this will tell you where the output templates are. So this $struct_dir, this is a shortcut for program files, Adobe, FrameMaker 2022, and so on. And we'll show you where this is. So let's go here. And basically this is where we went. So you've got the struct_dir is a shortcut for this much of the path. So that's just a shortcut that gets you there. And then you've got XML, you've got data, you've got output templates. And you can see here, if we look in the ini file, the composite doc template is this database.template.fm. So we're going to open up this, we're going to drag and drop it into FrameMaker, and then we'll go ahead and we'll paste that content in there, that structure. And we should still have that on the clipboard. Okay, so we paste it in there, and you can see it is invalid, just like we saw the screenshot in the Adobe forums. So we can make this valid. I think we can import the element definitions from that other template in here. But let's see if we can actually switch templates. So one way we can do that is, first of all, we have to figure out what template is being used to author. And so to do that, we can go to the structure menu, we can go to application definition, and we can edit the global application definitions. And it's going to tell us it's read-only because it's in that program files area. And what we want to do is we want to look at data 1.3, and let's see if we can find the right one here. So it would be this database one right here. So that's what's being used in that first file where we pasted the content in and it was valid. So what we want to do is open this up, and we want to look at the template. Now let's put this vertical so we can see it here. So we're going to make the page scrolling vertical, and then we can go here again. Let's find what we're looking for here in the structure. We're pressing the Shift key to bring these back down, and there it is right there. Okay, so that's what we're looking for. So it's called app technical content, and actually we're at that same struct_dir XML data 1.3 app technical content template, and it's the database template .fm. So we know that that's what template is being used right here. That's what's being used here. So now what we can do is we can go to our ini file and actually change that path. So let's get this path here so we've got the right one. And actually what we really need is this whole thing here. So we want to make sure that we get that whole path. So we're going to copy this to the clipboard, Control C, and then let's go to our ini file again. So here's our ini file, and what we want to do is we want to click here, and then paste. So now we're saying our output template is in this folder now. It's not in the original one that we had there. So let's just delete that. And before we save the changes, let's just go back here real quick and let's get the rest of the name. So it's database template.fm. Let's just grab that, copy it to the clipboard, and then we'll go back to our INI file. And then we'll paste that right here. And actually, I think it's the same. I think it's the same name, just in a different folder. Yeah, it's the same name, so we didn't even need to do that. But basically, we switched folders. So now for the output template, we're going to use the same template as the authoring template, and that should give us a valid file. Now we may have to modify that template and put in our headers, footers, our variables, and whatever we want, but that'll get us going. And now we can save the changes, and we should be ready to publish. So give that a try and see if that solves the problem.